Hi, my name's LA Salami and this is my LiKE session. I come from London. I don't know, I do it's music that's strongly influenced, well, songwriting strongly influenced by folk and rock and roll, but that boxes it in too much. Just it's songwriting influenced by a lot of things.
Take a few more steps, but patiently, it's a long way down. Just light that cigarette and then inhale, you've had a tough break now. But save your breath, there's no use in whining, things haven't gone right this time. But you've a week ahead to beweep those crimes, and I beseech you try. Monday may be coming, but there was yesterday and the day before it, son. Enjoy how you've been stung for now, and praise the day if you can't ignore it none. There'll be other women, and before the sun is down, you'll be possessed by another lover. So look alive, my boy, you get another week to cover. Nature can be kind to persevering eyes.
Sometimes you just write a song straight out, or sometimes you write in your head on your way to wherever you're going. Sometimes you feel something and you have to sit down and stare at a blank piece of paper to sort of translate how you feel. Sometimes how you feel just comes out straight away. Yeah, I find it it's a lot easier to write songs that are intended for bands, or intended for a band sound, I find, because it's a lot more direct. It's more fun. I wouldn't say it's better, but it's than performing solo, but it's more fun to perform.
Monday may be coming, but there was yesterday and the day before it, son. Enjoy how you've been stung for now, and praise the day if you can't ignore it none. Money isn't everything, but if you pay your way, you can pave your way to the summer. So look alive, my boy, you've yet another week to cover, and nature can be kind to persevering eyes.
Yeah, like, because, you know, if I were to say I was folk, then you'd get an idea. I mean, performing solo now, you'd probably get an impression that that's the general idea of it, but it gets a lot louder with a band, because there's certain things you can say. I mean, it's all well and good saying all that, well, you know, complicated lyrical stuff alone and stuff, but there's some songs where you just want to sort of fuck the world, and you need some drums, and you need a lead guitarist, and you need to shout. So, like, you know, it depends what type of song it is, but yeah, it's influenced by many things.
And I have more guitar in my hands, I suppose. Took the bus, took the train, went to work, ignored the pain. What a rainy day. And friendly faces got dragged around all types of places. Closed my eyes, smelt your hair, looked around but you weren't there. Had some lunch, jacket potatoes, chicken wings and fried tomatoes. After that, lit a fag, said a prayer and took a drag. These days our toast never do combust so much. I burned for the both of us though. Second day, second job, passing thought for the world to stop. Shoes are too tight, feet are aching. Called in sick, but I was faking. When I do go, I am late. Always make the same mistake. That mistake being not caring. 6 days a week, can't find my bearings. But to be fair, I might have cared if you were there. Might have cared if you were there. Might have cared if you were there. Stressed as hell, fatigued as fuck, putrid passion, rotten luck. Worked to death, jumping at the bit. Praised as Christ and broke as shit. Watched the news, someone died. Saw the mother, teary-eyed. Son shot dead on Woolworth Road. I thank God, no one I know. I went to work for the NHS. Mental health, people depressed. Met Joanne, scared of living, afraid of dying, terrified of being. Then met Paul, a schizophrenic, shaken limbs, paranoid fanatic. Unwashed 10 days in a row. So afraid, almost paralytic. I tell them that I'd do the same in certain moods on certain days. But despite the sane ways I could think, I could not do much to convince them. Back to base, had a meeting. 2 kids die a week cause their parents beat them. I wish I could say I was surprised. The news just choose which ones to highlight. Choose which ones to highlight.
Dark, man. I'm just yeah. I've just come from my local goth area. We have a goth reading like around the corner.
Yeah.
I'm pretty dark. You know what I mean? I'm real dark. No, I don't know. Like I don't know. There's just some things that you can't really say, but you can express that might not be very straightforward, but you can express them in this roundabout way where it might come across as quite dark, but I'd say it's quite truthful rather than dark, which can be the same thing, because it's quite truthful to find some grim part of your soul when you're in a bad situation, and you can see it in other people and stuff, but it doesn't eliminate, forgive me for the cliche, but the joy in that, so there's like a nice balance. I mean, because a lot of the things I find easiest to write when people say, "Oh, that's quite dark," I find quite funny, because it's humorous to me that sometimes, times are tough, and sometimes all you can do is go, Jesus Christ, I'm real poor. Yeah, you know what I mean? And yeah, and that's how it is when you write about it, and it might sound dark, but unless it's got some truth in there, it doesn't really work. And truth is usually humorous as well.
That men have the consistencies of love and war through history. I must see you, I must know. Did you falter? Did you go? Did you go? Did you go? Did you go? Did you go?
I think we're at a stage where it shouldn't mean overly much to anyone. It shouldn't, because if in order to be equal, let's treat everything equal. Like there shouldn't be such a thing as Black History Month. It should just be history. You know what I mean? Why there isn't like Asian History Month or Indian History Month in this country? There's Black History Month. If it's truly equal history, then why should it have a little segment for itself? It should just be history. we should be studying that stuff all the time. There shouldn't be a month dedicated to it. It should be studied all year round. You know what I mean? So fuck that. You know, Jesus. Don't get caught up into that shit. Black History Month should start, or Black History should start in January and then December. We're still learning, so it can get to a point where you can take what we've learned throughout history and then maybe take some certain things from history that we can keep and then combine them with what we've learned. So we can go back to the old ways of teaching but incorporate the new ways of thinking. So therefore it would be the old ways of teaching but it would incorporate all of the world, because you know the world's very small now and the world's all types of colours, and England, especially London especially, is all types of colours, and you know it's the most multicultural place in Europe, one of in the world. So we can go back to old way of learning, being taught it, but it should incorporate, you know, the new social status that's happening now.
And when you tell me of her eyes, I'll tell you of a girl I couldn't find. And when she drags you down to the sunlight on the sofa and tells you where her secret chords are found, and what astounds you most is you know you're bound to get there, then you tell me of a girl who'll wear her hair in a way where every day it will change its color and will mold itself into your days forever. Then you'll see time go slow. When you tell me how it flows, I'll tell you of a girl I didn't know. The old docks down the river, which a crowd of crickets mutter.